they are screaming, with placards saying this is too much. We might have a situation where students will drop out. Well, some schools have continued to increase the fees. Well, let's talk about that with Adeyemi Saka this morning. Adeyemi, good morning to you. Welcome to the show. Adeyemi, are you there? Adeyemi, good morning. Okay, so we'll connect with Adeyemi. Adeyemi is right there, and well, I'm not sure I can hear Adeyemi this morning. Adeyemi, good morning to you. Welcome to the show. Okay, so let's try to reconnect with Adeyemi in a moment. But you can join the conversation, of course, and let's hear your thoughts. Did I mention to you that students in the University of Lagos yesterday protested again? This will be the second time in 1 week. The last was last Thursday, where 2 officials of the National Association of Nigerian Students were arrested and released on the same day. Well, in 1 week, they returned to the school, to the campus to protest this school fees hike. What do you think should be done? In one breath, or on one side, more like, there are 2 sides to this coin. One has the school administration, the other parents, students, as well as now even lecturers. And we'll tell you what both sides are saying and what they make of this. Well, let's take some calls. Hello there, good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Okay, good morning.
Hi, good morning to you.
Counsel, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Mazi on the line.
Welcome, Mazi.
This is outrageous. It's not one university or the other. Even lower schools, secondary and whatever. It's very, very outrageous. Is it linked with the first subsidy removal? It's very, very on the high side. Very, very on the high side. Good that page 20 now, page 40. Good that page 40 now, page 80. I learned one school in Abuja was paying 2.8, now it's 4.8 for per child. I don't understand. It's too outrageous. The state and the local and the federal government should do something about it. Or don't they want the people to go to school again?
But the school is saying also that they have bills to pay and they don't have money to pay.
Irrespective of that, unity school, in the past, don't they have bills to pay? And the service were low. Why this outrageous? It's so much very, very on the high side. What 100% increase? Now that everybody has bills to pay, everybody, even the parents, they have bills to pay. But it's very, very on the high side. Everything is high, even in market, everything. Where are we going with this?
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. Good morning.
Appreciate that. Let's hear from Adeyemi Saka, guests on the show this morning. Adeyemi, thank you so much for joining in. Okay, I'm not sure what's happening with the connection with Adeyemi, but it's 12 minutes past 12. You can join the conversation officially on the Take the Mic segment. Be part of it.
Take the mic. We want to hear you. On the Lord FM Morning Show.
Alrighty, take the mic, Lagos. Yes, grab the mic, Nigeria. Let's get talking. Whether you are in Jos, you are in Lagos, you're in Port Harcourt, you're in Calabar, you are in Kaduna, or the Federal Capital Territory. Well, this is a matter of urgent concern. Let's hear from you. Before we get to Adeyemi Saka, guest this morning, let's hear from this caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning to you.
Hi, good morning, Counsel Felix and Mr. Bassey.
Good morning. Yes, good morning.
Yeah, this is Joe calling.
Joe.
Yeah, okay. The topic this morning, and the federal government should do something about it.
They've done something. They've told the schools not to increase the fees. Is that something enough?
The school does not have any reason to increase. Because by the time you increase school fees, it will affect the whole thing. People will see. So all these things that they are doing, they take action now. International companies, they start again. So they should reduce it because it can really affect it. They should do something. There is another way around to raise funds, not to increase school fees.
Okay, what would you, Joel, what would you recommend? How would you recommend these schools to raise funds and pay their bills?
there is another way. You can bring up textbook, create up textbook, and insert textbook.
Okay.
Including 100%, 200% from the actual amount that they are paying. This out of it is not good because people are suffering. The poor is caught at the transportation, how people are going to see. And they see increasement. Now they are pushing what already boys go to do car, all those things. They will be blaming them.
All right.
Why would they already put those people they already put them to do what they're not supposed to do.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Nobody likes to go through, but sometimes they challenge this. Reasoning that I should bring it down.
Okay, thank you for your contribution. Adeyemi Saka, now with the team on the Left Morning Show, we're discussing varsity school hike, that's fee hike, and of course the protest that has followed, and protests beyond students being on the street carrying placards. We've seen that in the University of Lagos. We've also seen that at Unijos. Well, let's now get some thoughts from Saka. Saka, good morning to you. Welcome to the show. Hello, Saka. Good morning. Oh dear, Saka. Good morning.
I can hear me. I can't hear you. I guess the network is off. I can't hear you.
Oh dear. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's try to reconnect with Saka in a moment and see. But you can keep those calls coming in. 0909 555 1039 and 07032277 numbers to call.
Anyways, this trend is not just established in Lagos or OAU or it's in University of Maiduguri. You go to University of Benin, Ahmadu Bello University, Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University, as well as University of Abuja. So this is like a wildfire that is spreading across, the federation. Basically federal universities. I'm sure that even private universities must have increased their fees, but hey, it's a private university, so we might not get much news about that. But is this the right way for the government to raise funds? Yes, we know that cost of things have gone up now. If you buy fuel to maybe when you don't have electricity to pay for and you're just using the generator to power it, you pay double of that amount. Cost of doing other things have really gone up. But is this the right way to go? More than 100%, 300% increment from 20 something thousand. Now you're going to be paying 120,000 plus. That's really extreme. But
all right, let's now talk to Adeyemi Saka. Adeyemi, I suppose you can hear what we say now. Good morning again. Okay, fantastic then. Yeah, let's get your thought on this. This school fee increment. What do you say? What do you say? Let's begin there.
It's like you turn between the devil and the deep blue sea, and I'll say this with me trying to be sensitive to the plight of Nigerians at the same time being reasonable as well. It's obvious that whether we like it or not, federal government, what we pay as tuition across the country at public schools is not enough to sustain it or run it.
Well, I don't think we pay tuition though.
No, we do. In federal universities, we do.
Schools don't pay, students don't pay tuition. We pay for other things, but not tuition fee. That has been dismissed several times.
Well, okay, maybe, thanks for the correction. But for me, the school fees increment is, well, as much as there's a valid argument for an increment in what we pay, I think the percentage of increment is absurd. It's insensitive. That is one. Secondly, because we're a developing nation, we cannot always push this argument that we cannot subsidize education. When we look at the other things we subsidize, either directly or indirectly. So I will come to the background. We talked about, I'll probably cite an instance, my default example. When Russia-Ukraine war started in February, as at August 2022, Saudi Arabia, state-owned Oil Corporation declared $80 billion in excess profits of their projection for the year 2022, and the excess accrual was said to be plowed back into the economy as a form of subsidy, social security, and work for its people. Now, whether we like it or not, we should also do that. If the government's argument is the corruption, the subsidy payment is a fraud, and they don't want to keep enriching few Nigerians, and what they take out of there is going to be for the benefit of Nigerians, I think they should they should plow it and direct it to the education sector. That will reduce the burden Nigerians and parents will bear sending their kids to school. So for me, yes, I might think if they have increased it from, but the running cost of everything will definitely shoot up because of the removal of subsidy in PMS, which has a multiplying effect on everything. But 200% increment is absurd, is insensitive, is wicked. Let's say, for instance, if people pay 35,000 and increase it to 50,000, it makes sense. Why the government bear 90% of the rest of the burden? So we become a nation where people can now decide, or people are now empowered to do things. If the country is, the economic reality on ground is unfavorable to an average Nigerian, and we must face it. Adding more to the burden and hardship is as if we are just pushing the nation to the precipice. An angry man is an angry man. Now I had an angry man, a frustrated man, is a violent man.
All right.
If I can as a father, not because I'm not working hard or working smart, but the economy has made me a pauper, and I sit down there and see my kid or children at home because I can't afford the school fees. While I go out and I see a local government chairman with a large cover of expensive cars. I go and see the governor of my state having 45 special advisors, commissioners and everything. And you think I will be patriotic? No, it doesn't add up.
Okay, Saka, let's listen to some of the students who protested a few days ago at the University of Lagos, and what they had to say and how they lamented about this situation. Listen to their pleas, and you probably would get quite emotional listening to this, but take a listen still. This is FM 103.9. Don't stray back. Take a listen.
To see 200 plus for school fees. 25,000 naira to 200 plus for school fees. When they want to see that, even if I'm being woke upset, even on the very, I don't understand why they cannot listen to us. We don't have such amounts. Most of us, our parents are not catering for us. We struggle life for ourselves. We struggle life for ourselves. Did they want the board to drop out? Did they want the board to drop out? I cannot do this. I don't want to drop out. I don't want to drop out. I already said I hate this school. I don't want to drop out. I don't want to drop out. They should reduce it. They should reduce it fee. They should reduce it money.
There you go. Adeyemi, that such is
I'm very emotional right now. And I can understand where she's speaking from. And the annoying part of it might, for better choice of words, and for annoying, I don't want to say what comes to mind, but the most annoying part of this is you're asking us to pay this much to receive or to be exposed to knowledge and learning that is quite obsolete. The federal university, their curriculum is whacked.
But according to you, like for example, Adeyemi, one of the reasons why this has to be is so that students can get qualitative education.
Now the question is, how qualitative would this be? Because you're speaking, because you and I talk. Well, let's. Probably you know what we're saying. Take an average computer science graduate student from any federal university and train him up a base, and let's take a first class product of Unilag or Obafemi University or FUNAB or what have you in computer science. Let him go up against a computer science student, third class product of a private university in this country. Put them to a test. What do you think is equipped, taught and ready for the job opportunities and has the skill set or has imparted the skill sets or knowledge for the 21st century? I stand to be corrected. You probably will still go to Inferior University and be seeing them be taught Q basics, COBOL, Pascal, Fortran as programming language. They hardly get exposed to computer system, and you still wanted to pay this much. Somebody just put into a post on X, former Twitter, about how uncultured and cumbersome and needless the curriculum are for medical science students in UI. We just keep saying this. They will say they have to increase because the person that's meant to teach you, it doesn't even have the knowledge skills or the knowledge or the skill set of what is obtainable now. So you're paying more to receive knowledge that is irrelevant, that is useless in today's labor market. Why do we always like putting the cat before the horse? Why don't we just mandate NUC and university to come with the curriculum? Then you can now say this is the cost. This is the unit cost of a graduate in social department, because this is what we are now teaching you. And based on this is why we have to increase the school fees. But you've produced people that will be economically empowered to help their parents and what have you to get us to enable their younger ones to receive some training. Because the people that are frustrating or whatever we like it or not, and that can't even get, because you cannot expect me as a multinational telecom agent to now employ somebody and start training the person on how to on elementary programming languages. What's available now? When I was in the university, they were still teaching us COBOL, Pascal. The word is okay, we're already using Visual Basic 7. They don't know to turn the computer using command code, source code.
Demi, Lagos, Nigeria wants to comment, right? Lots of persons willing to comment on this. Let's let the listener comment on this. 0909 555 1039 and 0703 2277 338 numbers to call. Again, 0909 555 1039 and 0703 2277 338. Those numbers available for you to call. You can also send in WhatsApp messages, via 0703 2277 338. What do you make of this increment? Do you think it's justified by the schools? And do you think that is too much on the students, their parents, and their guardians? Because for some students, like you heard, as you heard with the case of the lady we just played you, maybe you play that one more time. It's a situation where some students literally have to pay their fees by themselves, and so they're not dependent on anybody, and this increment is unrealistic for them in many ways. So let's get your thoughts on that. 0909 555 1039 and 0703 2277 338. All right.
I'd wanted to. You said that this is between the devil and the deep blue sea, but let's even now look at it from the other side, because give credence or look at the other side from the university. All right.
Let's take this one. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Yeah.
Counsel, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
This is Felix that is on the line.
You're welcome.
To me, that is the two years. We are not considering that we didn't have to man spirit at all. It's not good for 40 people to not do it. Because there are some of these students who are telling themselves, I have somebody close to me. Some years that is finished actually dead. When school is due, we feel in Lagos, teaching, going from one lesson to another, teaching students. And by the time you get back to school, You see, organize some of the students to lecture them to teach them so that they get money. The sponsor is shared. I think they need to be that right. But it's unfortunate because as I'm talking to you, my face is not far from you land. I'm so close to get the shut down again. But what information somebody told me yesterday that when you take Discourse, they will say inviting the truth that she's not going back. No, it's not good. We should have to do it. We should invite it back. That's my thank you.
Alrighty, thank you for your contribution, Supersonic. Well, Lagos, we're taking calls, we're taking your contributions alongside this conversation as we engage some more. Adeyemi Saka, the public affairs analyst, who's on the show talking to us about this varsity fee hike and the responses from parents, from students, and indeed from lecturers.
Yes, Adeyemi, I was just, trying to say that let's also now look at the argument from the other side. Like you had rightly said, this is a situation between the devil and the deep blue sea. Who do we, or what do we do in such a situation? This is the case for the university. The university is saying that that's the VC now. VC, while speaking on a interactive session with some people, the VC was quoted to have said that apart from electricity bills, so they pay about 1.7 billion naira per annum. 1.7, that's close to 2 billion naira for electricity bill. She went on to say that the verified results by examination bodies would come to about 3,500 to 5,000 naira per student. So imagine if the student population is about, say, 20,000 students now. You can multiply that. She went on further to say that that it's unfortunate that the announcement of the fee came out at the time of the fuel subsidy removal, but it went on to say that we have decided to introduce installment payments. So students can pay in 3 installments, and we went on to list those installments, say 50%. A student can pay 50%, can pay 25%, and another 25%. That once you pay that 50%, you can now go ahead and ballot for accommodation. This accommodation, if you check the schedule of fees, had also gone up. So she went on to say that you can spread the balance, you can spread the other balance per percentages. But the thing here is that imagine increasing this fee from 19,000 to 1,090,250 naira for students studying in medicine, and there are several school fee cater. Do you think that the argument from the university is, substantial enough to warrant this, gap in increments?
Do you know something? If you don't feel my pains, you can't do anything about it. And I want people to ask the VC of Unilag, where are his children, or where did they study?
Oh, it's a lady this time.
It's a.
Well, I'm calling. Right? If probably as it's right, so you don't make you have an idea if it's insensitive with his decisions or not. That is what
I'm saying that the VC of the University of Lagos is a lady. I'm not saying that.
But then I also want to add that maybe you want to add this when you make that consideration. The fees have not been increased according to the VC for more than 15 years. So this is like the first time, according to her, this fees have been increased.
I'm going to come to that. I'm just going to come to that. Let's start this. Let's have to be realistic with ourselves here. If you want to get the best, or let me say not the best, if you want to get a semblance of Medicare that will keep you alive, you pay for it in Nigeria. You pay for it as a Lagosian. For you to have water in your house, you probably don't rely on the water works of Lagos State government as a Lagosian or federal government.
Right.
You probably sink a borehole in your residence, in your compound. Most communities in Lagos State, most of them in Lagos State, because I'm speaking as in Lagos State as a template, have this security arrangement that they pay for the neighborhood security, and some instances some people go further by paying for security guys mounting their private residence.
No, use vigilante.
Vigilantes and what have you. That is that. For you to get to work on time or meet up with appointments,
you don't rely on the state's own transport system, no matter what they keep pushing out. Bulk of Lagosians will rely on their private arrangement.
Then please hold your thoughts. I'll come back to you. Please hold your thoughts. Let's just take this call. Just hold your thoughts for me, please. You break it down further. Yeah, good morning.
There's one question they should ask the district. How about all this shop? Where is the money from? Who are they paying to? How about other money the school is generating? How about those people who are not students that are staying inside the campus, that are staying in quarters, that are not, where are they paying to? These are the questions, what questions is this to come out and answer? And I've told you before, I'm very close to you, lad. I know what is going on inside out there because our people are working there.
So you think that the school is generating enough to sustain itself?
Yes, it's making enough money. That's why they call it like commercial university. It's a commercial university. You can make money. They are making money more than any other university in the country. Thank you.
All right, thank you for that. Adeyemi, sincere apologies. We needed to take that call as they drop because the Nigerians are quite concerned about this. So you were trying to break things down. Yes.
So it just simply means for everything you need to have a decent life in Nigeria, you provide it for yourself, by yourself, for yourself. Now the question is, what is the government want? What does it want to do? Nothing. So that is one. Now, to justify or contest the argument of the last caller, on the average, 10,000 people. This is just being speculative. Big Unilad as the University of interest or choice at UME. There is a fraudulent exercise, and this fraudulent, called post-UME. If children pay so much to buy the form, they pay so much to even get past questions or learning materials not by this, and they probably don't get to admit just a quarter of these guys. What about your differential? What happens to it? And that has been on for the past 16 years that they've not increased the tuition. So what are we saying? And thank you for continuing that the fish she's honestly a Felix. Let us ask her, where did our children have their secondary school education and university education, tertiary education? Where are they at the moment?
Well, I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure if it is right for us to address individuals.
She's sensitive or she's sensitive or not. I'm not attacking a person. It's just for you to know where she's coming from, where she's speaking from. How many Nigerians can afford that money as it is? Everything has gone up to eat. So I, as an individual, without promoting or advertising myself, I probably can beat my chest and say I've done more quality than the federal government. A bag of rice has bought did not last me for more than 2 weeks because I had to put the people that were hungry.
You're far too kind, Adeyemi, for doing that. Appreciate that.
So the question is, what is the government? What does the government want? Just receive allocation and to be fulfilling their fantasies and stay in office?
Right.
And spend the salary of Mr. President, the Senate President. When they were going on research, Senate President, the President is talking as they send to your account. How many Nigerians is he talking?
Well, Nigerians are receiving palliatives, aren't we?
The audio you played got me teary and emotional. So I'm speaking from a place of pain, anger, and concern. Some of us are scared, like, what's going to happen?
Yeah, especially because as we speak, we hear that the Lagos State Police Command have deployed men to the University of Lagos to ensure that there is peace and well, there is no chaos. Benjamin Adeyemi, the public relations officer of the Lagos State Police Command, made that known yesterday. Demi, maybe just one last thoughts before we wrap things.
Yeah, well, Demi, this is just want to put information out. As at last year, 2022, the university that's Unilag now, the admission rate was 11,855 students from over 220,000 people who applied, to come and read in that university. So it's just pushing it out for you so that we can get.
Some of them paid for GME.
Yeah, but post-UTME, according to, if you go to Unilag's site now, because I'm currently on that University of Lagos site, and I can see 2,000 naira for screening fees. So maybe those students who want to get screened, and well, what I can see on the site as per fees is 2,000 naira for screening fees. But as of last year, the number of students that were admitted was 11,855, and this could even have gone up for 2023. So you have 120,000 people applying to come and read in Unilag as at last year.
No, the truth of the matter is a lot of people naturally want to choose Federal University because they believe there's a bit of subvention, and what they will pay as school fees is not going to be as much as even the state-owned schools. So I wasn't surprised when they were in Lagos State when they were the ruling. It's a template. When it's not political now took over most of the states in the southwest, there was a jack up in the school fees of the state-owned universities across the state government by them. So at the federal level, I'm not expecting anything different. I'm going to be across the country. But I saw people, for us to move forward as a nation, and I say democracy promotes capitalism, free market, free everything. But a developing nation with the realities on ground, we need to abandon the tenets or the ideas of democracy and embrace more of racialism and socialism. That is only way we keep this country safe and move us forward to that point where we can now really embrace the two parties and everything of democracy.
All right. Adeyemi Saka is a public affairs analyst and has been talking to us about this increment in school fees across some federal universities in Nigeria. We hear, according to report unconfirmed at the moment, that some private universities have also increased their fees going into the new session. Would keep following these stories, and
they will because of the learning cost.
For which means it is justified in some ways, right? Because of the learning cost. Going by that.
The private university, you're telling us that you can afford it. It's a private thing, your choice.
Alrighty then. Okay, so let's just leave things there today, and thank you so much, Adeyemi Saka, for being on the program.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
All right, have a nice day, Adeyemi.
Sure, definitely.
Alrighty then, there you go. Let's now switch conversations to social buzz real quick for you, and we've got something that we need to get your thoughts on. So this lady, we'll bring you details in a moment, but this lady who discovered her husband was cheating with his colleague did something. Would like to get your thoughts on this, if you think she did well or not. Social buzz next. She's trending right now on X, that's formerly called Twitter. Let's get talking in a moment.
It's super social on the Social Buzz. The Social Buzz on the Low FM Morning